Hello, my gorgeous Gemini, and welcome to your April reading. We are going to be doing a general reading here, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, check out the other signs in your chart if they resonate with you more. However, if you do enjoy this, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff so that it gets to the other Geminis. It's free, it's fun, and why not? Today we will do a past, present, future type of spread with the top row being your where you are now. Time is fluid in tarot, as is gender neutral. So where you are now could be this week or this month. And the second row will be indicative of where you are going this month or what you don't see coming. And the third row will be Spirit's advice to you. Do keep in mind that this month is a month of big changes. So we have an eclipse this month, ending a cycle that's been going on for many years, I believe. We do have a double moon this month. I think we have Mercury in retrograde. So if you've been noticing a lot of changes, a lot of shifts in your personal energy, that is probably why. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, the top row is indicative of where you've been or where you are now. The second row is indicative of what you may not see coming or where you are going. And the third row is Spirit's advice to you. And certainly we will get clarifiers on these as well, but we'll go through them all. I'm hoping you can see these, but I will show them to you as well. Your first card is the Temperance card. So I do feel like you have a lot on your mind right now. You are weighing a lot of things. You are balancing a lot of things. So you may be in the midst of something that is a major decision. You may be making some major changes in your life right now. You might be moving, you might be switching jobs, you might be coming in or out of a relationship. But I do feel like right now you are feeling like there's a lot on your plate to have to balance and make decisions about. So for you, I do feel like you're very contemplative. You are trying very hard to make good decisions and keep a good balance there, but that's not always the easiest thing. So I do feel like that is something that you are weighing carefully, and I do think you should continue to be careful. For many of you, I think that anything that is causing you to have to feel pressured is probably a bad decision. So for many of you, I do see that there is some pressure being put on you to make a certain decision in a certain way. And I do feel like that is something that should be your first clue to not choose that route, to go the opposite of that route if possible, because I do feel like anything that's making you feel pressure is not a good idea for you. So your next card is the Page of Cups, okay? And that is an immaturity. That is, it makes me feel like one of the opportunities, again, one of the information coming in, one of the choices coming in, one of the opportunities coming in, something that you're weighing is a very immature vibe, an immature personality, an immature type of opportunity. And again, I feel like that might be the one that is trying to kind of put the pressure on you. And that's an immature thing to do, correct? I mean, obviously we know that if somebody's trying to kind of corner you into something or trying to make you feel like you are pressured into something, there's usually a reason behind that, okay? Typically it's because they know that they're not offering the best things and they're trying to get you to feel pressured into it before you realize what's going on, things like that. So I do feel like if this is a relationship, this is probably an immature person. This is probably not somebody you want to become involved with. So if somebody new has come in and you feel like you're getting kind of pressure from them to move forward in a relationship, and you're just kind of not ready for that, there's a reason that your gut is telling you you're not ready. There are vibrations in your gut. There's scientific facts behind that your gut has feelings and vibrations that literally tell you the truth, okay? So I do feel like that's the case for many of you, that there is an immaturity there. There's an immature vibe, okay? And if it's an opportunity with jobs, things like that, that there is somebody that is an immature vibe or they're putting a pressure on you, that's your first key to knowing that that's not the right person for you, okay? Not the right decision or choice for you. On the other hand, I do see that there is a Six of Cups here, and that is telling me that somebody younger, somebody from your past, possibly not younger, apologize, somebody that you knew when you were possibly younger, somebody from your past is coming in, potentially in a relationship status. And I feel like this is possibly the opposing type of energy, okay? So you may have two people trying to vie for your attention, okay? And these may be the two opposing, you know, energies, okay? And I feel like one of them may be the person from your past and they're not putting a lot of pressure on you. They may be playing it cool, chill, playing the friend zone, but they are really, interested in you and more than that. And they are a good option, a good opportunity. Whereas the other person who is trying to put the pressure on you, trying to make things seem like they're great, they're wonderful, all this, selling you the bridge in Brooklyn and all that to go with it, they're the ones that you want to stay away from, okay? So I do feel like that you may be contemplating between those two. So if that's something that you're dealing with, then I do think that there's the person that is somebody you knew before, the one who's not making you feel pressured. That's probably your best option, okay? So let's see what you have to look forward to for the rest of the month, what might be coming, what you might not see coming. So I see the Three of Wands in reverse, okay? And this kind of lets me know that you're starting to get some clarity, okay? So you've kind of been through kind of a decision factor. It's under your Temperance card. So it's kind of like you're starting to get some clarity. You're starting to really kind of make a decision. You're starting to see people for their true colors. You're starting to see these people up here for what they are. If these are two opposing opportunities, options, people, you're starting to see kind of who's what's what, you're starting to see things in a clear light. And, so it's not like you're contemplative in a way that, what do I do? What do I need to do? What should I do? I think you're kind of clear on this. It's more or less just a logistics situation, I feel like. It's kind of like, are you ready to do it? Are you feeling like you want to do it? You see what it is. You see what's right, what's wrong, what have you. Tarot cat's back here. But you don't know whether you are interested. I feel like that's the question that you have in mind, is like, do you want to act on that? So that's more or less your issue, is do you want to act on it? And that's kind of where you're thinking. That's where it's kind of upside down for you. Otherwise, it's clear what is right for you as far as choosing between the two. It's just, do you even want either? So then you have the Four of Cups, and this Four of Cups is coming under that Page of Cups. And again, I feel like that's the person that you have seen clearly now. You do know, you have decided you're not hearing them. You don't want to hear them. But this person is an immature person. They are a person who is going to try to play the game. They're the person who's going to try to also, when they don't get their way, they may be petty. They may be causing drama. They may try to do some things to you that aren't the best. They might try to say some lies about you, deceits about you. They may try to, turn people against you. You never know when you get an immature person involved and you turn them away, and they don't get the response they want. You never really know how they might respond, right? So I would be cautious with this, because in this I can certainly see that you are not interested in hearing what they have to say. But that could cause some recourse on their part, because you're not dealing with a kind, mature personality who's going to be accepting of that, or, totally fine with that. And yes, I completely understand. Everything is fine. You're dealing with an immature person. So they're going to be like, how dare you? And, that's the kind of person who likes to stir the pot, right? So be careful. Okay. Just be careful with how you handle that. And this could go back to here, if you're not interested, the logistics, okay, of how you handle that. You're clear you don't want it. You're clear what you need to do, but you're not clear exactly how to handle that, okay? Because the logistics may be dicey on how to let them down without causing them to act a fool. Okay, so just be careful with that. Now, under your Six of Cups, we have the Two of Cups, okay? So with that one, I feel like we are getting a love match, okay? So this is the one that I mentioned before. I feel like someone you knew from your past, someone that is a more stable, more mature. They may come in not showing that love vibe at all. They may come in as a friend zone type of situation, but throughout the month, that may definitely kind of develop into much, much more. And again, the person that is the immature vibe may not like that. They may say like, how dare you pick this person over me? What, I mean, you know, because again, we're not dealing with the most mature fish in the sea. So, okay, let's just keep that in mind. But I do feel like you're going to have a love match with that person from your past. I do feel like it's going to be kind of a nice quality love match if you want it to be so. But again, I do feel like you're going to have some logistical issues with how to balance that. You know, to keep one person from acting a fool and still be able to keep a nice, good relationship building with the other one. But I do have every faith and belief that you'll be fine with that. You'll be able to handle that. So I see no problem with that. Now down here, this is kind of Spirit's advice to you. And we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse is kind of a quick moving in knight. But with it being reversed, and it's under kind of your Three of Wands in reverse, it's under your Temperance in reverse. I do feel like Spirit's kind of telling you that, you know, these people are coming in. You just take your time, okay? Take your time in deciding how to deal with it. It could get complex. Like I said, you might have someone who wants to act a fool, be petty, tell lies, cause issues. They may want to make issues between you and your, you know, the one that you want to have a relationship with. They might want to, you know, sabotage that. You never know. So your best option is to, as the news comes in that you might hear, oh, this person said this about you, that person said this about you, they said you guys were having this relationship or doing that, you know, and maybe trying to sabotage things. Just, you know, keep it in perspective. Try to harness everything in. Try to be as calm as you can and take your time so that you can really damage control anything that goes on here so that you can have this really good relationship, strong relationship with this Six of Cups and Two of Cups energy that, you know, I believe is the same person here because, again, you don't want them to be like, this is just too much drama. It's not worth dealing with. It's too much drama. You know, if every time I turn in the corner, somebody's telling me that, oh, they're cheating on me with this Page of Cups person again, because that's the rumors they're spreading, the lies are spreading, all this and that drama. And I'm not about that because they're a more mature person. You don't want that. You want to keep everything, you know, on a level. So just take your time, okay? Take your time, damage control any news that's coming in, rushing in here on your Knight of Cups, and just try to be, you know, very calm, rational, and reasonable about all of this. And I think you'll be fine. Now we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And this is under your Page of Cups and your Four of Cups. And again, this may be that person again. They may be somebody you work with and they may be trying to mess with your work. You know, again, immature people will do immature things, especially when they don't get the response they want. So you turn them down for somebody else, you know, there's no telling what they'll do. They might try to mess with your work, sabotage you at work. They may try to show up at your work and cause drama to get you fired. You never know, okay? They may try to mess with your money in some way. You just don't know what they might be capable of. But you know, Spirit is telling me here that, you know, you really do need to keep your eyes open and, you know, be very cognizant of the fact that this person is not a person that you want to really mess with. The quicker you can cut them off, the better. Keep them away from your finances. Keep them away from your work. Keep them away from your pentacles in all shapes and forms, because if they can cause you damage, they will, okay? If you own your own business, they may try to destroy your reputation. You know, this may be a person who is so petty that they'll go on and write bad reviews about you and destroy your business. You know, you just don't know what they're capable of, but you do know that it's not something that you want to mess with, okay? So just don't mess with this person. Try to cut them out and try to be as, you know, as calm and as non-reactive as you can, because the more reactions you give people like this, the more that they respond to that, right? If you stop responding or reacting to people like that, a lot of times when they don't get a reaction anymore, it loses their joy of destroying people. It's just who they are, okay? And then your last card here is the Six of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So I feel like this is, you know, this is where it's under your cups, your Six of Cups. It's under your Two of Cups. And I think this is something where you no longer should be a balanced person. You no longer should be a giving person as far as pentacles go with the person that's being terrible to you, okay? I feel like what Spirit's saying here is that you need to be looking out for number one here. I know that sounds terrible, but I do feel like that Spirit is kind of warning you that at this stage, that even in this relationship, as much as I feel like this relationship is a good relationship, I feel like Spirit is telling you that, you know, you need to kind of look out for number one. You need to not worry about trying to, you know, help everyone else. You need to stop trying to, you know, balance everybody else's budgets, do everything for everybody else financially, because, you know, again, this person will take advantage of you as much as they can financially, or destroy you financially if they can. And, you know, the best thing you can do is protect yourself so that you don't get into that position again, because this person may really try to do a number on you. And so if you protect yourself, and that's really all I feel like this is saying, Spirit's saying just protect yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're looking out for number one first. Not in a bad way. Don't be selfish. Don't be, you know, non-charitable. I'm not saying that, but just saying, you know, take care of yourself first and foremost. Take care of your own, because then you won't have to worry as much about if everybody else is doing something mean, or if something goes, you know, sideways, you're handled. Okay. Because they're, you know, I do feel like someone here in an immature phase is out to cause drama. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here. We are going to use the psychic deck. Okay. Get some clarifiers on some of this, see if we can get you some information. But other than that, I do feel like, you know, that this is something where, you know, you do have a really good opportunity with this person from your past to make a love connection. And, you know, perhaps down here with this Six of Pentacles, it could be something where you're normally the one who's always giving. And what it's telling you is to take care of yourself, but also that this person is going to be the one who's finally giving to you, that you're finally going to be able to receive once in a while. So this might be a really good change for you too. But let's go ahead and get some clarifiers on this and see what we can find out for you. Alrighty, so we have on the Temperance card, we have crown chakra, okay? So what we're saying here is, while you're making your decisions, do not just make your decision based on, you know, base facts. Do not make decisions based on, you know, what you need financially today or what you just want today. You need to look at all aspects, you know, how you feel, spiritual thoughts, you know, mind, body, soul, base needs, emotional needs, your spiritual needs, your third eye. Use every single solitary chakra at your disposal to kind of think this through, okay, to make this decision. Because, you know, a bad decision can be really, really bad if you let it take over, okay? So I think that you already know that, and you can see that from the cards. So, but I think that's just, you know, reiterating. So how about this Page of Cups? Balance, okay? So again, I think this Page of Cups is something where you really need to balance the way you handle this person, to be honest with you. They are an immature person. You need to balance them, okay? You need to handle them in a way that is very kid gloves. Let's put it that way, because, you know, the least little thing could set them off, okay? You go one little bit too far one way or a little bit too far the other, and it could set them off. And they very much seem to me from the cards like a person who would have absolutely no problem whatsoever coming to your work and causing chaos, lying about you and causing chaos, you know, lying to your significant other if you had one and causing chaos. And they just have no scruples about that, okay? So I do think you need to make sure that you are absolutely being very balanced in how you treat them, because you don't want to lean too far right or left with them at all. How about this Six of Cups? Okay, so we have obstacles and challenges, okay? So I do feel like you might face some obstacles and challenges with them. And I do believe those obstacles and challenges are going to be primarily caused by that Page of Cups. Again, I feel like the problem is going to be that you're going to really have to use kid gloves with them, and they are just an immature person. And you know, this person from your past is not, but they may be at a point in their life too where they don't want to put up with any drama either. So the least little bit of drama, you know, oh, I'm getting wind of this, I'm getting wind of that, they're saying this, they're saying that, they're showing up here, they're leaving notes there, they're threatening me on my voicemail, whatever it may be, they're sending me texts, you know, whatever it may be, kind of immature nonsense they're pulling, you know, it may be something where, you know, this Six of Cups energy person is kind of like, I don't want to deal with this. This is too much. It's too much work. I'm too old for this. I'm too beyond this. I've been through these kind of things before, been down this road before, and I'm not going back there, okay? And, you know, that may be an obstacle and challenge that you have to overcome with them. So keep that in mind. How about this Three of Wands in reverse? Triumphant success, okay? So again, I do think you know what it's going to take. That's under your crown chakra. You know, your whole soul knows what it's going to take to, you know, make the decision to get through it, which is right and which is wrong for you. What's the best option for you? But you also know that it's going to take some serious finagling to try to keep this person from going rogue too. I do believe that. So, you know, you're going to have to be, again, very balanced, but I do think you'll be successful in that. And I do think you'll be successful in overcoming the obstacles and challenges with this Six of Cups energy, because I think they do realize that this isn't your fault. This is somebody else's acting stupid, and you're doing your best to try to balance it. And I don't think they're going to hold that against you. Four of Cups energy, intuition. So again, this is right under your balance. So I do think your intuition has told you this person is not somebody I want to listen to. Your Four of Cups energy, I'm not trying to hear you at all. Your intuition has told you from jump, this is not what I want. I want out of this. I want away from this person. Everything in me is telling me that this Six of Cups energy is the right person for me. But I also know that my intuition is telling me that this person could cause me problems if I don't handle it correctly. So I have to be careful. Your Two of Cups here, new beginnings. And again, I absolutely see you having new beginnings with this Six of Cups energy. I feel like that is going to be your Two of Cups person. I think it's the same person, the same energy. It's just going to take you, you know, really trying to get through and cut off this Page of Cups, this immature person who is vying for your attention. And that's just it. They want attention. A lot of what they're doing is for attention. But the problem is, their need for attention is negatively affecting you. So you're at a loss for how to handle that in a lot of cases, because you're not on that immature level, and it's hard to understand that too. Knight of Cups. So we have spiritual strength, okay? So you're literally having to use all your spiritual strength, really, to kind of just chill, not explode on this person. Be as strong as you can and as calm as you can. Like I said before, be calm, be strong, stay the course, try to handle them with kid gloves, try to just keep your Six of Cups, Two of Cups person as comforted as you can, with the knowledge that, you know, you are doing the best you can to kind of keep this person under control, and that it's not your fault, and all these good things, so that they, you know, they are confident in that you're not, you know, you're not playing into this, you're not in any way promoting this, you're not in any way allowing this to go on, you know, on your watch because of anything you're doing. It's just somebody else's craziness. And just use your strength for that, because it's going to take some. You're going to want to blow up on this person, but that would just get the reaction out there that they would enjoy, and it would just feed them. Okay, it would just feed it would make them want to even act worse. We all know that. It's like feeding a bully, okay? So this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, prosperity begins, okay? So again, I think that's a 10, okay? So 10 is an ending card. With them trying to, I think what will happen is it will backfire, honestly. I think they will try to mess with you, your work, your job, your income, your finance in some way. They might try to, they might go as far as trying to do things like steal from you. Who knows what they might try to do, okay? They might try to write bad reviews if you're an independent business person for you to try to lose your job. They might try to come to your work and show up to cause a scene to cause you to lose your job. We don't know what they might try to do. There's a lot of things they could do to kind of mess with your money. But I do feel like with that being an ending card in reverse and the prosperity begins as the clarifier, I feel like that might be, what actually gets them out of the picture. I feel like they might do something that is heinous enough to where they either land themselves in jail or, a restraining order or something of that effect, because this is actually messing with finances, money, or a workplace, something of that nature that, you're able to finally get some freedom, finally able to have an ending to them messing with your money. So even though they're trying to mess with the money, the 10's in reverse, but it is still a 10. It's an ending card with the prosperity begins being the clarifier. I'm feeling like this might be where, this is what it takes to actually get them to stop. So that could very much be what we've got there. Now we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and this is base chakra. And again, like I said, I think this is where you need to take care of your base chakra. Okay, base chakra is your worldly needs, your tangible needs, your, housing, food, clothes, those kinds of things, worldly needs. You need to make sure those are taken care of. First and foremost, take care of you. Okay, self-love, self-care. Okay, that's first of all, so that you don't ever have to worry about anybody else messing with your money. That's number 1. But number 2, I do feel like with this being in reverse and underneath your 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, new beginnings, all of that, I feel like there could be, this is Spirit trying to tell you that this is the first time in a long time where someone is wanting to take care of you and your base needs. You no longer, because it's in reverse, you no longer have to be the one doling out the money to the charity, being the charitable one all the time to everybody else. You no longer have to be the one that is constantly balancing your checkbook because you're taking care of everybody else's expenses, including your own, because this person is going to be helping you with base chakra needs. Okay. So this might be where, you finally get a break, get some help. Prosperity's beginning, because now it's not just you. You have, not only are you taking care of your own money, but somebody else is also helping to take care of you. And that extra funds, that extra boost of funds is a big deal for you. Somebody's actually helping you for a change. So I do feel like this is going to end up being, not only, a bonus, a positive in a love sense for you with somebody, but also a financial sense, by the end of the month or early next month, somewhere in that time frame. So let's pull 3 cards here. 3, this is general advice cards, just to kind of close it out, get you some general advice quickly here and see what we've got for you. And then hopefully this will give you something to go on, and we will close this out for you. Alrighty. So let's see what we've got for you to kind of send you on your way here. And I apologize, my reading here. Okay. So it says, you can make it through. Your higher self is always guiding you. Okay. So again, you can make it through. You're going to have triumphant success. You've got spiritual strength. You're going to have prosperity begin. You can make it through. I think the hardest part for you is going to be not blowing up on somebody, to be honest with you. But again, you're going to have spirit guides. You're going to be doing just fine. So let's see what this one says. This one says, everyone is on their own journey. Okay. So how can you focus on what you want on your way? Okay. So again, you're on your own journey. You're focused on you. And again, that's what I said down here with this. Take care of yourself. Okay. If you take care of yourself, you don't have to worry about anybody else taking care of you. But I still see that somebody else is going to want to take care of you here at the end. And I do feel like that is going to be such a positive for you, so much help for you. And probably something you haven't had in a long time, if ever. Okay, so this is going to be a positive love month and a positive financial month, shift for you. So I do think good things, all good things here. So great awakenings, walk in your truth, stand firm in your light. So again, make sure that you are just standing your ground against this person, but do it, walk in your truth. Okay, so be true to yourself. Don't blow up, don't explode, don't get crazy. Walk in your truth though. And then, you'll stand firm enough in your ground to get to where you need to get. And just make sure that you're being truthful and with your new love. And, give the other person enough rope to hang themselves with, because the bottom line is that's what I see happening here. I see they're going to try to pull something so heinous, like at your work or, on company property, or doing something that's slanderous, with if you own your own business, or maybe even try to steal something or try to mess with your money by damaging your property, something of that nature. They may get arrested. They may get a restraining order. They may get escorted off property. There could be some things happen like that, and that's how you get the break. So just let things happen, let it have their course, and that's just what may need to happen. But again, I think as long as you just do you will be just fine. Okay. So, it may take you having to deal with some petty, immature nonsense this month. But in the end, I do think you have some support with your new love. I do think that will be saving grace for you, and some happiness with that. And I do think it will end with you having increased prosperity, help with finances, and of course, a new love. So all good things in the end. Just going to take a little rough patch here in the middle with some petty immaturity. So, but that's nothing you can't handle. So I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff. If it didn't, please do check out one of the other signs in your chart. Otherwise, I hope to see you back later for your next week's energy reading. Bye.